Okay, this will be some jury charge at 120 words per minute for the record. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, throughout these instructions that I am about to give you concerning the charges, I will more than likely use terms that have a specific legal meaning to them. I do not like to stop and define those terms every time I use them. So I am now going to give you the definition of some of the terminology that you will hear in the remainder of these instructions so that you have a clear idea what I am talking about. These definitions will apply throughout the rest of my instructions. They may also apply whenever these terms are used later on, unless the topic of the information being delivered to you has some other meaning that applies. Now, we don't expect you to get out your dictionaries and look up every term. If you have a problem with some term or the wording of a sentence or whatever, just let me know. The term false means untrue. Most statements or representations are false if they are untrue. But in the courtroom, a statement may also be false if it conceals another fact. According to Webster, false refers to anything that is not in essence that which it purports to be, and may or may not connote a deliberate deception. False means untruthful, lying, or being dishonest. False can also mean misleading, as to mislead in the presentation of facts. The term fraudulent is closely related to the term false. A statement or representation may be false or fraudulent when it constitutes what is known as a half-truth. A statement may be fraudulent if it attempts to conceal a material fact. Fraudulent acts are done with an intentional deception to cause a person to give up something. Fraudulent acts are done with deceit and trickery with the intention to cheat. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, let me define the word intent. Intent means to act on purpose toward a specific result. Intent is shown by inference, action, or circumstance. Intent means firmly directed or fixed or in earnest pursuit toward a specific goal, object, or act. What does the term knowingly mean? Knowingly means that the act was done in a voluntary manner. The act was intentional. The act took place not because of some accident or mistake. The act was deliberate and intentional with full awareness of the possible outcome. The person knowingly performed the act. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what is a material fact? A fact is material if it has a natural tendency to influence a person or is capable of influencing a person to whom it is addressed. A material fact is important enough to affect the outcome of a case. A material fact is important enough to determine the validity of a legal instrument. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, what does the term willfully mean? Willfully means that the act was committed on a voluntary basis. The act was done purposely with the specific intent to do something that the law forbids. The act was completed with the goal in mind of either disobeying the law or disregarding the law. Now, throughout the instructions, you will notice that we use the word and sometimes we use the word or. These are little words, but they can have a profound meaning on a sentence, on the testimony, and on the outcome of the trial. Both and or are considered conjunctions. They connect words, phrases, and clauses to give meaning to the sentence or the paragraph or the material that is presented. The word and means everything or everyone. If you say John and Mary and Susie using the connector and, you are saying everyone or everybody. John and Mary and Susie are connected by the word and given equal weight. If you said the rope and the knife and the gasoline using the connector and, this would mean all items are included. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the word or means one or the other, not all three. If you say John or Mary or Susie, what you are really saying is that one of them is involved. All three are not included when the word or is used. Well, I hope my vocabulary lesson will help you as you listen to the jury instructions. Thank you again, members of the jury, for your attention. Okay, this is some